Hey everyone, this is Spider again with a new Spider Buys. I went shopping today, or I should say yesterday, I'm sorry, and I went to a local bookstore, Half Price Books, and I found this Trivial Pursuit game. It's one of my favorite games to play actually, and I don't actually, well, before then, buying this, I didn't actually own one, so now I do, and it kind of caught my eye when I was there, as I click on everything. Um, Simply because, again, I didn't have it. I have Cranium and other games like that. I love trivia and whatnot, because I'm a geek. But, yeah, this one caught my eye because, well, it has fancy gadgetry there. And as I was looking at it, I realized that there are no cards. The cards are actually, they scrap them for this. And what I gather is you plug this into the computer, and it'll download all the questions and things like that. Thanks, Missy. Why? No, that's okay. Thank you. I love you too, but I don't love you in my mouth. Okay, and welcome back. I'm doing a video. Want to do it with me? No, you just want lovin's. Okay, well, you'll have to get it later. But yes, it's all digital, as I get derailed. So let's look at some of the packaging. Well, first off, actually, before I even begin that, I'm sorry I'm trying to wrestle a dog and do this. I'm not going to start over, because I'm lazy that way. But, yes, half-price books. It cost me around, like, maybe $8.50 with tax and everything. The list price was about $50, plus whatever tax was there. So, I really kind of, I'm cheap, and I lucked out. Oh yeah, my receipt. Here we go. Choose the category you want on mytpc. Oh, I'm sorry, mytpchoice.com. Download your chosen categories onto your digital choice unit. Sounds. Anyway, I'm not going to comment on that. Play Trivial Pursuit using your chosen categories stored on your digital choice unit. It takes 3 AAA batteries, which I picked up earlier. Yeah, you can see the computer in the background, because I'm going to have to use that next. I'm going to actually unbox this for you guys. But, yeah, what's actually really redundant, I don't think there's any real reason to kind of read all this stuff. I think it's kind of just time to get this thing opened. What do you say? Okay, so I've opened everything up. I pulled everything out. Obviously, here are the game pieces, the die in there, and then all the wedges for your, I guess, your mover, or whatever you want to call it. Counter, according to the Snakes and Ladders, which is over there. But, yeah, I mean, all that's pretty much the same. And I haven't opened the game board yet. It's still in plastic. I'll open that here in a moment. Instruction manual. Fascinating stuff, right? Here's the little digital choice thingamabob. I'm going to peel this off. Alright. Oh, you can see me. Hello, everyone. It's pretty bulky, actually. It's a lot heavier, more substantial feeling than I would have expected it to feel, you know? You could actually hurt someone with this if you threw it at them. Power switch. There's the USB input. I have to unscrew it to get the batteries in, so I'll have to do that later. But, here's the game board. It's like a fancy, fancy shape, isn't it? So, I'm going to go ahead and get this opened up and kind of set up, and I will plug this into the computer after I put batteries in it, and I'll show you how it works. Okay, I'm setting it up. I have to register this little device here, and so I'm doing that now. As you can see, exciting stuff, right? Woo! But it's doing what it's doing. Updating handheld. And yep. And then after this, I get to choose which categories I want to add to, to that, I suppose. I kind of like the idea, I gotta say, about not having cards. Because cards, I mean, they're outdated. The reason I never had a Trivial Pursuit game in my possession well, I used to when I was a kid, but I was a kid then. And it was like an old 1980 something deal, and, anyone who's played this knows that, like, the science and nature categories and stuff, those change so often and so much that lots of the information is outdated, right? And then lots of the questions that they'd ask in older games, many people today wouldn't care to know the answers to them because they're so topical. I mean, the nature of this game is, you know, one that kind of keeps it kind of frozen in time, if you will, right? So having updated versions of this is kind of essential. So having something like this that constantly, updates itself, well, I guess you do that really, but as you do that, it keeps it current, if you will. So I think that this is probably the best way to go, So, let's see. I'm going to, suppose it's been updated. It says 600 questions loaded. So, oh yeah, I can create my own questions with this too. I could think of some doozies. Alright, well, so here's the add questions menu. And I can, yeah. Oh, 90s, this, that, and the other. I'm just going to show you some of this stuff kind of briefly. And history, arts, and entertainment, science and nature. But I'm just going to go with what it starts me out with for now. So let's disconnect this. And okay, safe to remove. Alrighty. Now that that's done, I'm going to pause this recording, set things up, and we can actually really get to the guts of this and see how everything works. Alrighty. So I kind of have the board set out and everything. My screwdriver's away. Had to use the screwdriver to get into the back. Yeah. Screwdrivers, you fool. I bought this at a dollar store. I go there a lot because it's cheap and I am too, so yeah. But it didn't really say what was in it. It's really generic, so I had to write a little message to myself so I know exactly what it is. Alright, this is my piece here. Using purple as my color. So, yes. Okay. Now, I'm going to pull the lone die out of here. Or, again, if you're playing Snakes and Ladders, the dice. So there's the dice. Oh, let me turn this on first, right? There's a stand on the back of this, too. And look, it has a little backlight. That's nice. Okay, so let's see. Oh, instant play. I guess you could just ask each other questions without playing the game, I'm assuming. And, yeah. Alright. Wild entertainment, people, places. Let's just roll and see what this lands. Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I'm sorry about the odd angles I'm holding this camera at. I'm trying to do this without the little assassin. After now you look at the camera. Yeah, her getting in the way. So that's the pink one. So let's press that. Entertainment. Now there are two buttons on one button on either end. This one is the timer. This one up here is like when you're ready to answer. So let's go with, yeah, yes. Like that. Entertainment 1 or 2. Let's go with 1. Let's see. Oh, okay, I how that works. I think. Alright, so Interesting. I think the stand... Oh, okay, let me show you the stand really quick. The stand is kind of... I mean, it works, but it's kind of in an awkward location. I mean, it doesn't seem to pull itself out very far. But, okay, anyway. And so I'm trying to figure out now... I'll switch hands. How this works. I'm just going by what the instruction manual said, and apparently the questions are on here somewhere, possibly in limbo. I will be right back when I can kind of figure things out so I don't look like a complete idiot here on YouTube. Be right back. Okay, after an excruciating amount of time to set this thing up, which is kind of a bad point, but now that I understand how it's done, yeah, I think I can actually get on with this. So I'll show you how it works, hopefully. I guess I'm on green, so let's press green. Science and nature. The question says, really? Why is it going away? I can't even read the question now. Okay. What nation's underground... Sorry. Let's see. I should know how to pronounce this, but I don't anyway. Aquifer is shrunk by... Thank you, Missy. 86 trillion gallons thanks to wells dug for irrigation. Missy. Okay, yeah. The answer is the United States. Yeah. But, so... I guess my only question would be, once you've answered it, how you move over. There we go. I'm figuring this out, but eventually I'll do a follow-up video, so I'm not going to bore you guys to tears, make myself sound any more foolish than I already do. But yeah, let me read one more though. That's kind of off-putting. Having the timer just pop up right where you're trying to see the question. Okay. What bridge? Really? Okay, what classic compact cars finally... Okay. Oh, that's the problem. I hold that down by it. So, if you have it setting on the table, then it's automatically pressing down on the timer button, so you gotta hold it. Okay, that's odd. Again, it's the stand on the back. That's inconvenient. In the instruction manual, the stand is a completely different thing. It's like a separate piece that it fixes to the top. But anyway, so the question is, what classic compact car is fondly known to Mexicans as El Boncho? I really don't know the answer to this one, so I'm just gonna see what the answer is. Okay, oh, Volkswagen Beetle. Okay. I don't know any Spanish, so naturally wouldn't know the answer to that one. But yeah, I'm just giving you an idea of how this is used while I teach it to myself. I'll figure it out, and I hope to someday have some gameplay footage where we're actually playing the game and going through it the way we're supposed to go through it. But once I get that stuff, yes, in the game. And yes. Okay, but now we have it set up, I know how it works. There we go. Inconvenient stand. I don't mean to sound like I'm complaining about this the whole time, it's just I'm figuring it out. But I think I'm going to actually really enjoy it though, truth be told. There's some questions here whose answers are more elusive to me, which is actually a good thing. I don't like playing, a game that I kind of already know all the answers to, because I kind of go through a lot of Trivial Pursuit games. When I play with friends, I get once I know the answer, I don't forget it, so it kind of becomes really boring. So having to learn new questions and being able to constantly download all new ones and scrap the old ones is going to be a good thing. I have to say though, the presentation of this is very nice. I really enjoy it. It's a good looking game, so like I said, I hope to have some gameplay footage when I have some people over and we can play this game together, and I can show you more about how it works when I really know what I'm doing. Until then, thanks for watching, and I hope I didn't make a complete ass of myself. I hope you all enjoyed. Any last like final thoughts, Missy? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Bye.